Okay, welcome to this week tutorial. I'm Casey from WebBuddy. So this week, I want to share with you what information you need to know before you take over a WordPress website. So for example, if you are new to a company and your boss wants you to take over the company website, so what are the information that you need to know to ask the current developer or the current person who is handling the website? Okay, so this is a checklist that I prepared, and I will be putting up the link in the description so you can click and also download the document for your own use. So the first thing very important is that you need to know the hosting and server access. So you need to ask the person for the hosting provider name and account login. So for example, which hosting company is your website currently hosted under? Is it SiteGround? Is it Cloudways, GoDaddy, Bluehost, or whatever web hosting? You need to get the login information. Okay, so you need to get the login account, username and password. And some web hosting account is controlled by cPanel, so you also need to ask for the cPanel login. If it's not powered by cPanel, then you simply can just ask for hosting account and username password. And also the FTP, this is optional. If you have access to cPanel or the hosting account, you can create FTP in there. So this is optional information. Of course, if you have, then it's very convenient. So that's number one. Number two is WordPress access. So you need to ask for the admin user role, username, and account. And also which login URL you can enter the username and password. So by default, the login URL is /wp-admin, but this can be changed by any developer or by any WordPress user. So you need to ask the current person what is the login URL. And if currently your website has two-factor authentication enabled, then the best way is to ask the current developer to add you as one of the new admin so that you can set up the 2FA inside. So after this second item, the third thing is domain and DNS management. So this basically you need to ask for the domain registrar. So where is your company domain name registered? Is it via GoDaddy or Namecheap or other registrar? So you need to have the login. Sometimes they also do not have the login information for the domain. Maybe it's controlled by the company director or the company boss. Then in that case, then this is exceptional to your needs. So number four is plugins and themes. So if your website currently is using some premium plugin, then you need to ask for the license key and purchase receipt so that you can have access to the support. But if the support has expired, then it's okay. Also, if your company is keep paying any premium renewal, any premium plugin renewal, then you need to know what are the dates when they expire and what is the cost. And of course, if your theme is also a premium theme, then you need to have a license key. Number five is SSL certificate. Nowadays, a lot of web hosting company comes with SSL. So you may not need separate information on this. But in case if you are using a paid SSL separately from your web hosting, then you will need to know all this information. Okay. So number six is the site documentation. So you will need to ask for any user manual or WordPress user guide that has been written up by your previous developer or the previous person who is managing the website. So they might have some step-by-step guide on how you can add page, edit page, or create some simple functions. So ask them for the site documentation if they have. And finally is post handover task. So these are the things that you need to do. You need to test the login credential after they pass you the login. You need to create a full site backup. You can refer to one of my backup tutorial in my YouTube channel. You need to update admin email in your address. You need to change your password, review the user account, meaning that if you find any other admin account in your WordPress website that you do not know or not familiar with, you need to delete or ask your superior about that. So test the contact form and also email delivery, review the website for broken links, and then document your own notes and findings. So these are the complete handover checklist. Very useful for you if you are taking over a new WordPress website, either from your colleague or from anyone in your company. If you have any questions regarding these 7 points, feel free to post in the questions area below. And I hope that you find this video helpful. Thank you.